Hey, let's go through another pile of junk here. It's some stuff that I'm getting out of the building. This was the stuff that I did not target. I actually targeted the boxes right there, but we'll get to that later. Save the best for last. So I'm just going through this stuff. It was on the sides. Like I had these boxes inside of a bigger box with this stuff on the side, kind of cushioning it from going left, right, up, down, whatever. So what do we got in here? Power sword for He-Man. A broken leg. One of the, what are they called? The guys with the big old heads from Stargate. I don't think that comes off. I thought it may come off like this, shows the body or the like tilk underneath it. Oh well. This guy, he looks cool, but he also looks like a zombie, and he's a little bit floppy. I had almost every one of the classics at one time because I jumped on it because I loved He-Man, but I hated how they did the new size. So that's why I wish they would have went with Origins to start off with. That's what really ticks me off. They keep on doing, let's do it a little bit better, and a little bit better, and do a whole bunch of them, and people will just keep rebuying the same thing over and over again. So I jumped on classics because I loved He-Man, but then I was like, I can't use it for any of the old stuff. Like I have the Castle Grayskull in there, the original, and all the other stuff. Strider kind of worked, but oh, a Klingon. I think this is Worf as dressed as a Klingon. Of course, he is a Klingon, but I'm saying dressed as a Klingon. Atom Power was not something I had as a kid. This was the only Power Lords that I had as a kid. I don't know where her cape is, but this is the only one I had as a kid, and she's called Shea. And her little helmet should be in here somewhere. Probably it's in the bottom of the crate. But I'm switching to a new crate, which means I get things lost when I switch from one crate to another. All right, so Atom Power, he went from this to that. So that was his switcheroo. The girl didn't have any like cool features like that. What happened to him? Good gosh. So this is the Fast Forward series. I think I loved the Fast Forward series. Where's his weapons? His weapons are what really distinguish him as a different type of turtle. Here's one of the triple changers that I thought were okay. They didn't really hit the mark for me. They look like something they were trying to be like, this is like the original, but nothing like the original. Okay. I think his power sword glows. This is the cap firing one, and I think he actually works. I had a cap here. I think I just threw it in the thing. Subconsciously, just kind of throwing stuff out of the way. I thought these looked cool. They looked like they were really cool. Like they should have been a superhero, like them on their own. So in my universe, this isn't just some guard that stands around all day. He's actually like a knight. I think he looks like a knight, like a rook. I think I may have called him Rook. I can't remember. I just thought he looked so cool. And then they made a different color of him, and I thought those were even cooler. But so in my universe, he's a superhero. I can't remember what his name is. I used to call him Broccoli Head. I used to read Green Lantern Corps when they became the Green Lantern Corps, is what I called it. And I called him Broccoli Head because I never could remember his name. It's like starts with an M or something. I'm probably completely off. All right, here's a Man-at-Arms, but not the other guy. You might be thinking they look the same. No, he doesn't have the Burt Reynolds mustache. I always like when I had the original when I was a kid. I called him Hermes because he didn't look anything like the guy on the TV. Plus, it was before the TV show, and he had the Hermes-looking helmet to me. I just call him Hermes, like armored Hermes or something. Not sure what that goes to. We got some of my favorite G.I. Joes. We got lots of bats, of course. We got the red Inferno bats. We got Destro with his silver helmet. We got Cobra Commander's blue helmet bouncing around, which goes to him. We'll just leave this stuff in there. There's Snake Eyes in there. There is one of my favorite versions of Zartan, which I may pop out because he had to go to my absolute gotta have it right now. I like this version a lot because it doesn't look like he's like wearing the whole, I'm wearing midriff, look at me, I'm an 80s guy, yeah. He looked much more BA in this one. I like this one a whole lot for that reason. Oh, I already had it. We might as well grab the bats too because I freaking love my bats. Bats were like the Borgs. Now you're thinking, why don't you just take the whole bag? You're making too much sense here. Shut up. All right, you're fine. You're right. Just keep them in the bag. But I might not have enough room for the bag because I'm taking them in the 32X box that you saw last time. That's what's going to be my, I absolutely have it right now box. So it fits. You're lucky this time. Oh, this is the movie version of Shazam. What happened to his neck? So this is the movie version with whatever his name was. I like the movie. I like the first one. I didn't like the second one as much. The second one was like, ugh, God, seriously? I loved Mystic Force, but I didn't like the American series. I like Magi Ranger so much. The Megazord was probably the first Megazord I bought from Japan. In Japan, there was these twins that didn't come to the American series that were hilarious. I don't know if they were twins exactly, but they looked alike, and they combined into that woman that wasn't the American series, but she never split up into the other two gothic girls. I just remember the episode where they got aboard the train robot and were like, "What's this button do?" and just kept blowing things up. It was so funny. So yeah, this is one of my favorite series as far as the Japanese series. As far as the American series, I hated the American series for this, but this is the absolute best Japanese series in my opinion, is Geki Ranger. The story is so different from the American story. When I saw the American story, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So this is the same guy in two different versions. Now this was actually the American thing. The Japanese never did this. They kept their guys like the other way. Here's Magi Ranger Blue. Go a little bit. What are you doing? Yeah, a little bit of my toes trying to smell something. Here is a Magic One. And here's Magi Pink. And I also like how their helmets, she's a fairy. Crap, what was the Blue Ranger? Oh, did they light up or something? I bet they did. They don't now. Another reason I probably should put these. I'm so glad I kept these because I love these a lot. The SBD were the ones that I first liked the American series, and I never did get the figures. I just like the Megazords. Back then, I didn't want it. Oh, I'm so glad I still got this. Look at this. I love this one. Now, I bought the new one. I'm like, you know what? I don't like the new one as much as the original one. And I had both versions of it because I liked him so much. He just was a really good robot. He's like this when you put him in robot mode. I like the gold too. That's just really neat. He looks beautiful. Like sitting on your shelf, man, he is gorgeous. See, it's hard to put stuff away again. It's like, oh, I don't want it. Well, this stuff's still going in the house. It's just I ain't got any room in my house. Oh, here we go. I know Avian Savage is going to like this. Not the Corbin Dallas. It doesn't look anything like him though. Here's one of those guys. Now they're bigger. They're slightly bigger, of course, because during the 90s they were like hitting that 4.5 inch scale for everything. Ugh. Okay, the mosquitoes are starting to come out. The sun's starting to go behind the trees. Here's another one of the Fast Forward series. I am glad I kept the Fast Forward because that was my favorite turtle series on TV. I just liked it because it was future and everybody else hated it. I guess I like what everybody else hates. Oh, here's Raphael from that series, and he's got his weapons. What is happening? They got some kind of, did bugs get in there? Okay, I might be able to get the whole series out. Keep staring at this one for a few more minutes. All right, I'm putting them on the side to maybe gotta come. Oh, here's some. All right, that's Bumblebee. Oh, here's some of my favorite Micronauts. Why are they in there? These are the magnet ones. They're coming with me. The Bumblebee, not as much, but oh crap, I got a lot of other stuff over here. I did like that series right there, the one for Star Wars that Disney did. I can't think of it. I think it's Rebels. That's a cool, smaller version of that guy. All right, fine. We'll just keep all that together. Nah, I didn't care for this one that much. All right, here's okay, so in Japan, they never made these, but they had these. In America, they always have like a super up version of them. So this is the super up version. This is the original one. I like the super up versions a lot better, to be honest. I think maybe they did do these in Japan. I can't remember, but I know I like this one. Oh, I know they did them for a Magi Ranger. Here's some Micronaut parts. A Courier 2, a Courier 1, the giant Courier arms. So there's a lot of Courier stuff. Put it right there because there's some Courier stuff going out. Oh, Taskmaster. I had the original comic book that had him on the cover. I don't know what I did with it. I probably either traded to my friend or what. Because back then, he didn't know Taskmaster was going to be such a big player. He was cool, though. I can give you that. All right. That was a pretty cool series, Prime. Oh, here is the Mork from Mork thing. Now, I want to take this and look at it with Big Jim because I am pretty... Okay, so this is a weird thing. They made Mork from Mork and Mindy. They made them from the Sunshine Family bodies. I hate those bodies. But this backpack, I am pretty sure that is just a repurposed Big Jim packet, and it does the talking with the pull chain. Let's see if it works. Watch it. Watch me pull the cord off of it because it's so freaking old. I was a huge Morgan fan. I think it was in 3rd grade. I had the suspenders on my. I was wearing those for the school picture, but you couldn't tell because it was black and white. Gotta be careful not to pull it out too fast. Time for Dodo Dum Dum. See that little metal thing keeps wanting to come out. Shazbot, don't look at me like that. So yeah, it's gonna go in there, but I'm not in a rush to get to this one. Still got more stuff coming. These little series, cute. Don't really need them. Oh, this is the series. I remember I bought these at like Dollar General for like $1 each. This is a great series because guess what? They go with this series right here pretty darn well. If you had the original, I think there was actually an even smaller set of these that they sold for like in 2-packs for like $2.99 or something at Dollar General, like a good guy and a bad guy. But this is this guy right here, and here is the second suit for the Red Ranger. Oh, my favorite. They never made them for the longest time. These figures right here called Psycho Rangers. I thought they just looked really cool. And for the longest time, I was wishing they'd make them. And then they finally did. And they almost made the set. And they gave it to Hasbro. I was like, crap. And then they made a full set. And I grabbed the full set. So I don't know which one that's from. Oh, I found a leg in here from somebody. I also found an arm, which I'm not sure what that goes to. Okay, we got Leonardo's sword, which I need to clean him up. Here is the leg to the guy over there. Here is Taskmaster's shield. And this is, of course, the what is his name? This looks familiar. Ah, Camille. She had such a sad storyline in Japan. She was so in love with Leo or Rio. My cats are play fighting. But Rio didn't give her the time of day. And then there's the Yellow Ranger for the other series, Magi Ranger. Oh, yeah, here we go. So Grandizer. I was telling somebody about this the other day. So I have the small versions of these, but I don't have the big version of Grandizer. That's a tempting thing to get on for $250 though for the jumbo version. Radiant's my favorite one. There's the small version. I don't know who this dude is, but he's pretty cool looking. I think it's probably live streaming there. The Mazinger Evil, and then why is Baroness in there? I think I popped her head off earlier and put a different head on her. Who is this dude right here, though? He looks cool. I think it belongs to some other weird series, but it just looks cool. Oh, this is going to go into... I gotta have it now. You know, I never did open these because I was like, meh, whatever. But these were the reproduction ones. They came on the really crappy, cheap cardboard. But they look better on the cardboard than taking them off. And it really crap. So they went on the floor. Hold on. Not floor, but ground. Okay. Mr. Butterfingers can't pick it up. All right, something small. This thing. And then we got the Blue Ranger again, but she's in her first outfit. We got the other blue sword for Leonardo. So who we're missing? We're missing Michelangelo because he's not in this box. This is like the last thing. This is Raphael's, or no, this is Donatello's. They all have like energy, but it's pink. Why is it pink? Maybe it faded. Here's the half energy sword for the Masters. Of course, you know what that goes to. Oh, here's the top of this thing. It broke off. I was wondering why that thing didn't look right. I'm not sure where that goes to. And you can look at this for a few seconds. Oh, this goes with Serpentor. Where did he go? He's in the thing already. So, did you see anything here in particular? And that sun's starting to go down. That's why it's going behind the trees at the moment. But Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, these used to be puffy, but they're flat. But it's a good way to keep their names like in front of you. Because I have a hard time. I know Xenon, but I thought it was the X, like Xena. Of course, everybody knows who Servo is. The viruses, I can never remember them. Synchro is the one I get mixed up with the other guy, which is not on here. Synchro and, but you know, the different connections of them and everything. All right, we're almost done. We got a few more things. That's that series, Web Diver. Okay, so Web Diver is the Japanese series that was taking place of the Power Rangers for a while. Not Power Rangers, Transformers while they weren't being made in Japan, it seems like. Seems like it was Transformers in an alternate universe. This was that weird era when they made some weird stuff for G.I. Joe. Like that thing, huge. I'm going to do this inside because I can't, the sun's getting in the way. We must destroy the sun. All right, so how's this stuff going to go back in? We got to figure that one out. I'll figure it out. You guys go have a good day.